So Starburst just dropped a rebrand, and honestly, I didn't have this one on my 2025 bingo card, but the moment I saw it, my first reaction was, okay, Starburst came to play. Because here's the thing, Starburst has been coasting on their existing brand identity for years, and then seemingly out of nowhere, they show up looking fresh, sharp, and genuinely exciting. This isn't some, they tweaked the logo type of situation. This is a real glow up for the brand. Today, we're looking at the Starburst rebrand done by the agency Straightforward. We're gonna take a look at what the rebrand looks like, why it happened, and what my thoughts are. But before we get into it, I'm Ziggy the Designer. I'm a graphic designer who's worked alongside some of the world's most recognizable brands, including United Airlines, Target, and Stanford University. If you like the conversations we're having on this channel, be sure to support the show by giving this episode a like, leaving a comment down below, and of course by subscribing. Let's get into it. Design is all around us, so we might as well talk about it. So let's start by breaking this down visually. The logo is the first big move. They've put the word mark inside of a square. Clean edges, solid shape, no more messy splashes that we saw in the past logo. This is obviously a nod to the shape of the candy itself. It feels intentional, almost like they finally decided to give the logo a stage instead of letting it float in that little burst of visual noise that we used to see. Then what we have is the typography. Rounded, confident, playful, but this time it's balanced, it's refined. It nods to the shape of the candy without, feeling like a gimmick. Look at how it's laid out here, right? You can feel that each character would fit into the Starburst square. It's fun, but it doesn't scream in your face. And then we have color palette. It's still the classic Starburst colors, right? Punchy pinks, bright yellows, juicy reds, right? But tightened up. It's less visual clutter and more clarity. It's like they, cleaned the lens and suddenly the brand colors come through crystal clear. But packaging is where this all comes together. It's really where it all clicks. The logo sits confidently in that square. The whole system flows together. You can tell they actually built rules this time instead of just winging it from pack to pack. So why go through all of this now? Starburst has been stuck in visual limbo for a long time. The candy is iconic. I mean, everyone knows that Pink Starburst is elite, and if you disagree, let me know in the comments. But the branding, it's felt like it hasn't really grown up. Walk down a candy aisle and the pack kind of, disappears into the shelf space. It doesn't really own the aisle. Meanwhile, the CPG world has been leveling up, right? The consumer packaged goods world has been leveling up. Look at, what's happening with brands across food and bev right now. We're seeing cleaner systems. We're seeing bolder use of shape. We're seeing smarter color use. Brands are realizing that strong, simple structures cut through the noise. This move puts Starburst right in that conversation with what other brands are doing. It says, we're not just a legacy candy sitting on the shelf. We belong in the modern brand landscape. And strategically, right, that square visual, it's brilliant, right? The shape is Starburst. Literally, it's the shape of Starburst. It's the candy, it's the wrapper, it's the bite. You see that square now and you think of Starburst, right? That's ownable brand language, the kind that you can build entire campaigns around. And let's be honest, this isn't just about design trends. Right? It's about staying relevant with new generations. Gen Z isn't connecting to some random swooshy logo from way back in the day. They're connecting to clarity. They're connecting to confidence. Starburst is finally giving them that. So what do I think? Well, here's what I think. I think this rebrand goes hard. Starburst didn't do some, soft brand refresh. They gave the brand a real identity. The square motif gives them structure, it gives them a foundation to play off of. The typography hits the sweet spot between fun and considered, and the color system, it is so expressive. It's one of those rare moments where you see the new look, and it's like, yeah, this makes sense. This feels right. And this is what I love the most. They didn't try to be some minimalist, startup-y candy brand. They kept the personality, and they focused it, right? The energy of the candy is still there. It's just dialed in instead of dialed up. I've seen a lot of candy rebrands where it feels like the brand is either screaming at you or it is hushed. Starburst has found the middle lane and they are absolutely owning it. Starburst reminded everyone of what made them iconic and finally built a system around it. This rebrand feels modern, it feels confident, and it feels fun. Exactly what a candy brand should feel like in 2025. But what do you think? Are you a fan of this new Starburst rebrand, or are you looking for something a little different? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. That's all I have for you. Be sure to support the show by giving this episode a like, subscribing, and of course sharing this one out. I've been Ziggy the Designer. If there are 2 things you need to know about me, it's that 1, I love design, and 2, I'm very opinionated. I'll talk with y'all later. Bye-bye.